Welcome to our new series, Love Me True. In this series, we're going to use the Enneagram to love the people in our life well. All right, let's be real. Enneagram 2, you're pretty good at loving other people. It comes really naturally to you to seek out human connection, to see what other people need, and to meet those needs. And so you may be thinking, I know how to love people well, but nobody really knows how to love me well. If that's the case, I want you to stick around and really pay attention here, because the way for you to love other people well is probably not what you're thinking. This is 9 in 9, Enneagram Wisdom for Life. I'm Jen Stanley. Let's dive in. In this series, we're talking about the 3 ways that relationships can become disconnected, and that has to do with expectations, core differences, and then busted bids for connection. And so what I want to start with the 2 is understanding some of the core values of a 2, the core makeup of a 2 that can cause disconnection in relationships. So first of all, the 2 is a heart-centered number. A 2 feels the room around them, and then they immediately get into action. And so if a 2 is maybe paired with somebody who isn't a natural feeler, who struggles to identify feelings, who struggles to read the room well, then that 2 is going to feel maybe like they just don't get it, because feelings are very natural for the Enneagram 2. So remembering that the 2 is coming from a very activated heart center is helpful. Now, the 2's repressed center is thinking. And so what we know here is that people who are naturally strong in thinking might not understand why the 2 doesn't put more thought behind why they do what they do. And so remembering that what is our dominant center of intelligence and what is our repressed center of intelligence, those can create major differences in relationships. The time orientation of a 2 is present centered. And so the 2 is always in the moment, trying to meet the needs of the moment. The 2 may have 3 appointments later that afternoon, but in the moment they see somebody that needs something, and so they dive in and go to meet that need, even though they may have so much else going on. It's very present tense and very reactive in the present moment. This is the natural time orientation for a 2. The core emotion for a 2 is sadness or shame. And so when a 2 is processing the world, they're processing it, and the emotion that is the most natural that comes to them is a sense of sadness or grief. And this can have impact in relationships, because that may not be the way a partner or a friend processes emotionally. And so it can cause misunderstanding. The expectation of a 2 is that they will have a relationship that is all about helping and serving one another, of always putting the other person first, and of living in somewhat of a happily ever after type of bubble. This is a very natural expectation for a 2, and so there's going to be a lot of expectations around quality time, around service, and around emotional experiences together. When a 2 is searching for connection, when they are making a bid for connection, what they really need is to be wanted. They may think they want to be needed, but in truth, if you can reassure the 2 that what they really want is to be wanted, not because of what they do, but just because of who they are, that's the bid for the connection that a 2 is truly searching for. Okay, Enneagram 2. If I could help you select a particular heart from this box that would be good to give to the people in your life, on this little heart, it would say the word you. And here's what I mean by that. I mean that I want you to think about protecting the best part of you. No more leftovers for the people that you love the most. And I know it's hard to say no to some in order to say yes to those that matter most. But this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about knowing how much energy you have left to give to the people in your life that matter the most. So protect the best part of you. Number 2, in order to do that, you may need to spend some time alone and get to know yourself better. And for a 2 that is so relationally connected, the idea of being alone, of taking yourself out on a date or spending a weekend retreat alone, that can be really, really hard to think of. But when you begin to appreciate you and know what you want and what you need and what your desires are and what you love and what you enjoy, that is a gift that you give to the people who are in relationship with you. And then finally, with the people you love dearly, ask yourself, am I giving to them out of free desire because I simply want to and I'm expecting nothing in return? Or is it serving my pride? And this is a tough question, but when you are giving them the best part of you to the people that you love, when you know who you are and what you need, then you are able to give from a place that has no manipulation or pride in it at all. You are just giving from a true place of abundance, overflow, and love. If you are in a relationship with an Enneagram 2, the little heart that I would give you to give them would have the word kindness. Here's what I mean. I want you to treat an Enneagram 2 the way that they have treated you or other people. So when you think of like, what could I do to help my person that is an Enneagram 2, think of the ways that they like helping other people. If they love to cook a meal for other people, then cook a meal for them. That's what I mean by reciprocating this kindness to them in a way, in a love language way that they appreciate and can receive. Ask questions about them. Ask what they like to do. Ask what books they like to read, what movies they want to watch. Ask them what their dreams are. Really try in your kindness to see the 2 as the human being, as the heart that they are, and not just all the things that they do for you and for other people. Hi there. If you're in a season of life where you're trying to remember or rediscover or reconnect with the person that you know you truly are, Enneagram 101, Authentically You, is a 6-week course where we come together as a group and we really dive deep into your Enneagram number. And what that does is it helps you not only know yourself and have confidence in who you truly are, but it really helps you communicate, understand, and have compassion and empathy for the people in your life. Well, I could talk about the Enneagram and love all day long. There's so much goodness and so much that has helped my own life. I hope you'll continue to tune in for this series all month and check out the masterclass, The Way of Connection.